Morning. Making our way out of the campground. I had 2 nights in a row now where the air mattress stayed inflated, so I think we're good to go there. I can manage that alright. Just 15-20 minutes before sunrise or so, so that's starting to come up in a little bit. And gotta make our way back to the trail. Maybe as much as a mile from here. We'll see. We made it back to that colorful graffitied bridge over the Suwannee River. Sunrise in just another 10 minutes or so. The first obstacle is Sugar Creek. Yeah, this doesn't look so bad. In a high water year, you're doing a log crossing. I think we might be able to get by just on that little group of branches. But log crossing is fun too. We'll see you on the other side. I've decided on the log crossing. This will be more fun. It's a good thing I have a doctorate in doing this. Done hundreds of these by now on all the trails. Ooh. Yeah, this one's pretty easy. Nice, big, thick, fat log to go across. Crossing underneath Highway 129. I passed by a couple houses like this along the river yesterday where they're all jacked up on stilts. Couldn't get them on video because it was all raining at the time. But I couldn't imagine the river being so over flooded that it risks flooding the houses. So you gotta put them up 25 feet in the air. This must be the remains of the old train bridge that went across the water. Here's Ratliff Creek. Looks like an easy crossing. Just a steep up and down and a gully. I'm passing by a lot of messed up trees. 99% of it's all been cleared out, which is awesome. I think this is from several years of hurricane damage and not necessarily recent stuff. It's a really beautiful scenic little river. It'll be really cool to float down it. There's Mill Creek Falls. Almost all covered up by a fallen tree. Finally starting to warm up this morning. It was 40 degrees last night. I think the high today is going to be around 60. Definitely in that cooling trend. Bridge over Mitchell Creek. This path is easier to walk in. There was a lot of storm damage and most all of it's been cleared out, but there's still a lot of little twigs and roots and vines and things that just grab your feet. Just constant tripping hazards. I feel like I've been going kind of slow today, maybe only 2 miles an hour. Some of these pop-out river views are kind of rare, it seems like. And most of the trail is good, but some of it's like this. The trail is right in here somewhere. I have no idea. Just gonna have to force your way through some stuff. And find it on the other side, I guess. I've come upon the Holton Creek camp. Bathroom's there. Comments say this place might be abandoned because of all the storm damage it's got. Like this building's just wrecked. But it's got these nice little enclosures that normally you could camp in. But over half of them might be destroyed like this one. But I'm definitely due for a sit down. We'll find one that isn't destroyed. There's an open pavilion with some picnic tables. We'll just chill in here somewhere. Have a nice little break. It's too cold to sit in the shade. I gotta sit out in the sun. We're done with our break. Time to get back on trail. It looks like they are actively clearing trees and stuff. So maybe, I don't know, at the end of the year or something, this place might be back in full working order. Who knows? There's still just down trees everywhere. Lots of sinkholes pot marked through here in the terrain. This is the Holton Creek campsite. Not the greatest, but you got a little view down to the water. Coming out to an area that looked like it's been clear cut down. Yeah, I think there's a trail here somewhere. Should just be keep going this way. Coming out to Country Road 751. On the left is Gibson Park down there. Following the road here for a little bit. Crossing a bridge over the Alapaha River, the side river of the Suwannee. Enough of a shoulder on this bridge so it doesn't feel so dangerous. I've been watching this guy fly around. That's the biggest woodpecker I've ever seen. There's still lots of downed trees. This is a little side trail to the Alapaha campsite. I'm going to chill down here for a little bit. That's where the two rivers kind of join up. And we're doing good on time, I think, and distance and everything. I'm only looking at doing a couple more miles after this point. So we can afford to chill here for a little bit and just enjoy some river views, I think. There's the campsite itself on this little peninsula of land. I'm going to keep going a little bit further down to the beachfront property. There's the Suwannee River. Yeah, this is nice. I'm going to chill here for a bit. And then on the left is the Alapaha as it dumps into the Suwannee. And chill here on some rocks. All done sitting around. Time to finish up the day. A little over 3 miles, I think, is the area I'm aiming for. Find a little campsite that might work for us. We'll see what we can find up ahead. A little bit of dirt road walking. Well, since that last rest break, I think the trail seems a lot more cleared out. Easier, smooth sailing. There's still blowdowns here and there, but it just seems a lot easier to manage through this area. There we are, perfect little site. You can squeeze a couple of tents in here at least, I think. Right on the river. Well, that's it for today, I think. Another good 20-mile day. A little bushwhacky at times, scrambling over a couple of blowdowns, but you can tell a lot of work has been done in this area, cleaning a lot of stuff up. So I got to give a big thanks to the trail maintenance crews that are out here. Every year almost, probably, there's a hurricane that does some major damage to the trail, and they all got to come out here and fix it back up for us. So thanks to everybody for doing that for us. But I think that's it for now for this one. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the morning. Morning. It is all fogged in and super cold. Feels maybe 35 degrees at the warmest, but at least slightly above freezing. Shooting for another 20-mile day. Will get us to the very last campsite along the river. And today, about 10 miles in, looks like there's another general store or gas station type of place that serves hot food. I got up nice and early, so if I just push some quick miles, I might be able to get there while they're still doing breakfast. All depends on how bushwhacky or blowdowns and whatnot might be in the way. We got to crawl through. I'm just going to put my head down, move as quick as I can this morning, see if we can get some food. Still moving along at a decent pace. There's some places where you can tell the trail's been rerouted around a bunch of trees and it's kind of flagged off with tape, similar to yesterday. But we're able to pick our way through okay. The fog is getting thicker though. With my headlamp, it's reflecting a lot of it, so visibility is only about 10 feet for me. It's like instantaneously I walked out of a wall of fog and now it's all clear. I can see down to the water. That was a weird experience. Totally socked in the fog, and then all of a sudden you just boom, you're just out of it. I don't know why it was so regionally locked in that one spot. I would have thought the whole river area would have been fogged in. This is odd to run into. We're kind of near a small neighborhood community, so someone's been living out here. There's a bow, a bunch of emergency supplies. Weird. Walking through a little neighborhood for a minute, and then we'll be back in the woods. At the edge of the neighborhood, right before going back in the woods, there's a little plot here. 2 people buried. One on the right says died 1859, I think. And this left one, Charles Stauffer, Corporal Army, World War I and World War II, died in 1976. Nice little sunrise coming up. Feel like I'm making good time. Got so much condensation in my beard, it's unreal. But we're coming up on this country road 141. We gotta cross the Withlacoochee River, something like that, which is a little side stream of the Suwannee. So we gotta jump up on this road, cross over, and then get back into some woods. And now we're crossing over the Withlacoochee River. All fogged in up to the bridge. A little splash of color every once in a while. I like this foggy atmosphere where it's not too thick. Here's Withlacoochee campsite. Feel like the fog is getting thicker. Somewhere around here is the Ellaville ghost town. I don't see any ruins of any buildings or anything. It's so overgrown, there's nothing left. I just had a little stumble, landed on my knees. That hurt a lot more than it should have. I'm okay, it's just that it hurt. I've now deviated onto a Blue Blaze route, which kind of loops up and around. This is how you get to the little general store. You cross over this bridge, which looks like pedestrian only, I guess. Got it all blocked off. And then a little bit on the other side down here is the general store somewhere. Well, we made it. The JV or Food Mart. Should be able to get some cooked food here and stuff. And snacks. Feel like we made definitely good time. We can afford to chill here for a little bit. I've enjoyed a great breakfast at the food mart, chilled there for a good bit. But there was a lot of people coming and going, and I feel like it'd more relaxing if I was chilling in a nice place in the woods on trail. So I'm making my way back there now. And just a little bit further down, maybe a half a mile at most, is another little campsite with some kind of enclosed awning thing or something it looks like. So that looks like a good place to chill, so I'm kind of just aiming for that. I'll go to this campsite and hang out there for a bit. Go back to the trail. We're making our way under Highway 90. And here's the Cooper's Bluff campsite. I'm just going to be hanging out here for a bit. A little bit of damage on the roof of this one, but we can still chill at the picnic table. Okay, I'm heading out of here. Time to finish up today. Got everything all dried out. We had tons of condensation on it this morning. So sleeping bag, air mattress, tent, everything was nice and damp. Got all that good to go now. Because we are expecting nothing but rain tomorrow. Starting around maybe 4 in the morning or so. So from once I'm getting up and hiking up to the hotel I'm going to be staying at for tomorrow night, which isn't too far. Only 13 miles for tomorrow, I think. But it's going to be raining all day. So at least we got to start out with everything all nice and dry. A couple of deer just ran out in front of me, bounding as fast as they can go, like 30 miles an hour, just rushing nonstop, no problems, nimble as can be, all through this. And I'm just like, how? This stuff is just a mess. Crossing I-10 again. This is the Black Tract campsite. This is a nice big space. View of the river, picnic tables. I'll take a little sit down here for a few minutes. All done with a nice little break. This campsite area is awesome. I wish I could stay here tonight, but I've got to do as many more miles as possible. I want tomorrow to be as short a day as possible, and it's going to be all road walking with nowhere to stop along it. So the site I'm aiming for is pretty much the last possible site where you can camp. A little over 4 miles from here, so we'll have to hit that. And trails this way. And then we're going to be rained on all day. Coming out to follow a dirt road for just a little bit. Here we are, getting set up at the Mill Creek North campsite. I'm definitely going to throw the rain fly on for tonight. But this site kind of sucks. There's only about one place to throw up a tent, right next to the picnic table. But at least we got water access. Should be easy enough down here to the river. Well, I think that's it for today. Another good 20-mile push. Puts us about 13 miles is all we got to do for tomorrow. And we're getting a hotel and a hot shower, and we'll be able to get dried once we get there. But it's going to be cold and wet and raining all day. So I got to enjoy the warmth and the dryness while I can for the next 12 hours or so until it starts raining tonight. But that's it for now. See what tomorrow's going to look like. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.